Okay folks, today we're testing this 1969 Ford Mustang and Mercury Cougar AM/FM stereo radio. This is a beautiful example. You'll see more in the pictures, but it's complete with the knobs. It's got the original wiring connectors still intact for the power lamp as well as the speakers. The model number is stamped right into the side. The Ford part number is C9ZA19A241, and then the Bendix part number is 9FBZ. This radio is made to fit the 1969 Mustang and Cougar specifically. It will also fit 1970 models. The only difference between the 69 and the 70 that I know of is it would say Mustang on the top of the lens for a Mustang and Cougar on the top of the lens for a Cougar. I believe it also fits 68. I think there's something that the shaft length is a little bit longer. So like for a console application in a 68 Mustang, you don't have to use console knobs, I believe. Something like that. Anyway, the radio looks great. It plays well on both channels, and I'm going to show you that it works here. We have it hooked up to a 12-volt power source, correct 8-ohm speaker, and an antenna. And we'll start on AM here. Before we start, I want to tell you that my AM reception is pretty weak from about the 10 on down on the dial. That is not the fault of the radio, but just where I live here. Also, before we start, I want to show you it's got the original knobs. They're in good shape, inner and outer. The lens is awesome. There's no cracks or anything, which is important. They don't reproduce this lens, so if you have a crack or something in it, you're just stuck with it. The slide bar is really nice, awesome chrome. Push buttons are really nice. Anyway, let's test it. We get a little bit of a station there. Like I said, down low we don't get much.
As you live out your purpose.
There we go.
For interactive conservative talk radio, here's the Charles Friedman.
How they interpreted a word. For instance, we have the word Amma. A virgin shall conceive and bear a son. We got an Amma.
And I've gotten my life back.
As I was getting older, my back pain just got...
Anyway, nice reception on the AM dial. We'll switch over to FM here. When I do, I should tell you that the FM, there's a stereo indicator here. And that indicator will turn on when a strong FM signal is tuned in. And you'll see it flash on and off as we go through the dial. That's normal. Also, you'll see when we adjust the volume, there's no crackling or weird static or anything. You'll see it kind of flashing on, and then you can tune it in to where you get the strong stereo signal. Let me show you that both channels work. Another thing, the radio doesn't get quite as loud as I'd like to see. I mean, it does get loud, but I'd like to see a little more volume out of it. That said, an old radio like this, you probably want to get service no matter what before installing it, even though it's working. The fact that it's working tells you that it's not going to need major work. So there's the other one, if you can hear it. The speaker's hiding over there. Oh, hold on. Make sure we don't cross channels there. Alright. So let's keep testing. Lots of channels.
We'll carry our body.
Economy hostage to the... How do you prevent disease from spreading in prison? I'm John Deng.
Anyway, really nice. And I'll show you the push buttons work. I have them set above each individual push button, and then finally I'll show you how to set one. Find a station we like. I like 104.3 the Hippo. It's a good one. Okay, and then so we can pick any push button we like, pull it out, push it back in. No matter where we go right back to where we were. Anyway, if you've been looking for an original AM/FM stereo radio for your 69 Mustang or Cougar, look no further. This one, it looks great, it works really nice. Like I said, I would have it serviced before I put it in the car, just so we know that the 50-year-old electronics don't conk out right after you put it in. But you know you have a very solid radio to start with. A lot of times AM won't work, or FM won't work, or one of the channels won't work, or the stereo light won't work, or the lens is cracked. There's so many things that could go on with these old radios, and this one is just solid. So don't miss it, guys.